What does the future hold for Warfel's Morphs? What's up, everybody? I'm Jeremy, and you're watching Warfel's Morphs. This week's video, we are diving into what the future holds for us. What are our plans with the ball pythons? What are our plans with the carpet pythons? Just what does the future hold for us here at Warfel's Morphs? So before we go ahead and dive into this week's video, do me a favor, folks. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Drop me a comment down below. What do you guys think about what I'm planning for the future for here at Warfel's Morphs? So let's go ahead and dive on into this.
Scaled Paranoia is owned and operated by Greg Klein and his wife. They're a husband and wife team that are focusing on ball pythons and western hog noses. Their 2025 ball python projects are Kikis, G-Stripe, Hypo, Mandarin, Astro, and Furrow. So make sure you head on over to Scaled Paranoia and check them out. Scaled Paranoia, let us help you get over your fear of reptiles.
All right, first things first. The main kit and caboodle, we got the expansion done. So that means now we've got the room to expand, obviously. But that also means we're going to refine a little bit and get a little bit down more to the nitty gritty and focus in a little bit more on certain projects, certain genetics, certain species. So what does that all mean? Well, one, that means for the ball pythons, we're really going to start narrowing down on the main focus recessives. We're going to start focusing on some main certain genes. Now, of course, it's no secret as to the main recessive that we're going to be working with. Of course, it's going to be TSK Exantic. And then, you're going to have the other recessives that we throw along with that work well with it, like DG, Clown, and Hypo. We will do some slight pied stuff, but not a whole lot of pied stuff. Pied isn't one of my main focuses, but that being said, Exantic and pied do go well together. So we will do some Exantic pied stuff. But the main thing is going to be Exantic DG, Exantic Clown, and True Ghost, so Exantic and Hypo. Those are going to be the main headrunners for the Exantic projects. Of course, we're going to make doubles and triples and maybe even quads. Who knows? But that's what we're going to be narrowing that stuff down to. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that some of this other stuff that's here is going to get moved off here eventually, probably after this season. There's some breeder-sized females and proven breeder females that aren't going to quite, fit that bill. Yes, I'm going to need, I'm still going to be producing some stuff, for like those show animals, like stuff to make bells and some really cool banana combos. I'm still going to keep some of that stuff. But I'm going to be really focusing in on what's going to help me reach those Exantic goals. If it doesn't help me reach my goals for Exantic, it's gone. So after this breeding season, as females, lay, they get back on the food, we're going to be sitting back and re-examining, does she stay? Does she go? Same thing with the males. Do they stay? Do they go? Now, there are a few males that I do need to hold on to because of what I have in store for them for next year, for 2026 breeding season, to get those genetics into Exantic. But that means that what I'm releasing might help you out in the future. Because I'm probably going to be there might not be a whole lot of extra clown stuff I let go this season, but probably next season, after 2026, I'll probably be letting some clown stuff go as well. Everybody does. There's a large majority that really, really loves clown. Clown goes well with some of the other stuff that I'm using. And of course, I can't just make all Exantics because that just really narrows, your market down. So I've got to have some other stuff that, obviously other people are going to want, because not everybody wants black and white snakes. I do, but not everybody else. So I'm going to be focusing on stuff that will progress, those projects that I can then swing them into my Xanthic stuff in the future. So the ball pythons will be focused solely and basically around Xanthic.
Make sure you check out Nathan at Infinite Possible Pythons. He is your guy to go to if you want to get into the Bang project. On top of it, he's working a bunch of awesome ball python projects. Kahua geckos, Leachianus geckos, crested geckos, some scaleless corn snakes, and he is your one-stop shop for all your branding needs. So check him out. Check out Chris Shelley over at S Reptilia if you need a high-end ball python, blood python, locality boa, or colubrid. He's also Pennsylvania's distributor of Coco to Go and the Chipper, and he can also hook you up with some rats. So make sure you guys check out Chris over at S Reptilia.
The main incomplete dominant that we're going to be focusing on with the ball pythons is Bang, that shouldn't shock any of you if you're familiar with the channel. But we are going to be focusing very, very, very heavy on the Bang stuff. Now, I'm not going to be making a whole bunch of it, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be focusing on it a lot, because a lot of the stuff that I'm going to make it's world's first stuff, guys. So, of course, I'm going to have to hold it back, use it for, further breeding stock, and to progress those projects further. That requires a lot of space. So I've got to make sure I've got space to work those projects, that Bang project properly, into my Xanthic stuff, and, the clown and the hypo. We're going to get Bang into all of it, but that's going to take a huge, huge majority of my ball python space. So I've got to, find a happy medium to work the Xanthic stuff and the Bang stuff. Now, the next thing that the future is going to hold for us is, shows. We might not be doing all the shows that we normally have done in the past. I also might expand into a different show here and there. I've only done the Carlisle show once, but that was a great show for me. So I might go back there, once we get some more, some more babies hatching out and everything, and that I'm actually able and it's feasible to do another show. But right now we're super, super low on babies. I need eggs to hatch. I need eggs to come. Clutches are starting to drop, folks. I will tell you that much. Clutches are coming. We've got one in the incubator, gotten one that's actually like 2 days past due. So clutches are coming. Now, that being said, there's a lot of holdbacks this year. So I don't know exactly how well I'm going to be outfitted as far as hatchlings for the year for you folks to, be able to purchase. So a lot of that will determine how many shows we do, what shows do we do, what shows do we maybe, skimp on or skip this year as well. So all things that I've got to kind of figure out on the fly, so to speak. But the shows might change a little bit. I don't foresee us doing every single show like we have been trying to do. Definitely going to be a little bit more selective as to where we're at and what we're doing. And kind of analyzing, what shows have been really good for us and what shows haven't been that great. So we're going to be, analyzing the shows, figuring out which ones to cut, which ones to add, which ones to keep.
Head on over to Triforce Morphs if you're looking for that missing piece in your ball python breeding project. While you're there, add a little bit of laser citron to the mix, folks. John and Christine can also hook you up with the crested gecko, so don't forget that. Turn up the heat with Triforce Morphs. If you want to use the best reptile record keeping and tracking software on the market today, scan the QR code or click our partnership link in the description down below for a free 30-day trial of Husbandry Pro. I promise you will not regret it.
Now, the other thing the future holds for us here is more carpet pythons, guys. You guys know how much I love my carpets. That was basically the whole reason for the room expansion, is so I can, do more carpet python stuff, because I've noticed you folks love some carpet pythons. And, I've got some grow-ups, that are ready to come up into their adult enclosures. I've got some hatchlings from 2024. I should say hatchlings, but babies from 24 that need to be bumped up to the next tub size. So we're going to be expanding the carpet production. It'll probably be 2027 till the holdbacks from 23 are ready to rock and roll. We might be able to use the male for 26, but definitely it's 2027 is going to be a big year with the carpets, just because we're going to have more babies that we have produced here that are ready to rock and roll and be producing, more clutches for you guys. So the carpets are going to be a big thing. We've added the gelatin stuff, so that's going to be huge once those kick off. You guys are going to love you some gelatins. I promise you that. We've got the diamonds growing up. That's right, folks. We've got a pair of white-faced diamonds. So we've got the diamonds that are growing up, so I'm going to be able to offer the diamond stuff. So, there's a lot of expansion with the Morelia stuff that we're doing. It's, they just take 4 years to mature normally for females. It's time. But the future looks absolutely amazing for what I'm planning with the carpet pythons. Just be prepared, folks, because some of the stuff I've held back, it is just phenomenal. And I cannot wait to get it into the breeding rotation. Now, the next thing is, Jeremy, are you planning on getting any new species? Yeah, I am. I'm getting one more new species, and they're actually already here. So whenever you're watching this video, the new species is here. It will be in the next video after this, though, that you will get to see what I did get. But we are adding in one more species to the list of what we're producing here. They're an animal, or it's a species of my dreams that I've loved from day one. I've had them before, and I missed them terribly. So I've decided, you know what? At this point in the game, I've got a little bit of room left in my head mentally as far as, how all this stuff is going to be configured to be able to work a small collection of this species and just enjoy them. I think that's really that's honestly the whole big thing is I've always loved them, and it's just been that itch I've been wanting to scratch for so long, and I've just finally found the perfect examples and jumped on them. That's that. So we are getting into one more species yet, and then we will be capping it. So we'll have the ball pythons, we'll have the jungle carpets, gelatins. Let's just say Morelia. So you've got the ball pythons of Morelia, which is going to be, including the jungle carpets, the gelatin carpets, and the diamonds. So we're going to have those plus the other new species. So we're going to be working 3 species. That's going to allow me to diversify what I'm producing every year. One, that keeps it fresh for me. I'm always going to be, 1 year I'll be doing this, the next year I'll be doing that. Maybe 1 year I'll do all 3 of them. We'll see. But it allows me to diversify what I'm producing for one. So I can make it through as right now we're in a tough market with the ball pythons. I will tell you this much though. The carpet pythons have been great during this hard time with the ball pythons. In all honesty, you got to work a little bit more to make your sales. That's it. But the ball pythons still sell. Now that being said, it's going to allow me to give females a little bit more of a break. I won't have to push so much, and it'll allow me to just be able to, every year provide you folks with some beautiful animals that you want and that you're gonna want. And I'm just so excited for you guys to see what we've got coming up and cooking up here. I'm excited to see how we make out with breeding and producing some of these species as well, just because it makes me excited, folks. It truly makes me excited. But that's going to be it, folks. That's kind of, in a nutshell, what the future looks like here. It's looking bright. It's looking good. We're expanding, getting into new species. It's going to be a blast. Hopefully, it's going to allow me to get something from here, produced here, into your home. And hopefully it makes you happy, brings you some joy. Maybe it gets it into some of your breeding projects. It's a cool feeling to see these animals and know these animals that have been produced here are out there with you folks. I greatly appreciate the love and support on that. You have no idea. Now, do me a favor. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, please. The next thing I need you to do is check out the channel members right here. Link for the channel membership is in the description down below. Also, don't forget to go and check out the channel sponsors, because without them, it makes doing this a lot harder. So go ahead, check out the channel sponsors. Greatly appreciate their love and support. And the next thing I need you guys to do, if you're looking for an owl, go check out the link tree. You can go in the link tree in the description down below and go to available animals /incubator. see what's available, folks. See what's cooking in the incubator. You might like what's in the incubator. I'm just going to say that now. You might like what's in the incubator. But anyway, also don't forget shedtesting.com. Carpet 15 is the code. Get that 15% off of your shed test order from Charlie at shedtesting.com. Also, don't forget Husbandry Pro. Use code WARFELS60 to get that 60-day free trial of the best reptile record keeping and tracking software on the market. Without Husbandry Pro, I would literally be lost. I'm not going to lie. I really would. Use those codes. Check out the sponsors. Check out the channel members, guys. Don't forget, Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Inside the Coils. We are here live every Sunday, unless we got to change the date for something. But normally it's on Sundays. And that's going to be it. Have an awesome rest of the week. I will catch you next time. Later.